Alrighty, well, it's actually slightly nice today, which is a very rare occurrence it seems this summer. Someone was telling me we have had the most rainfall ever in a July, but yeah, there's lots of shit going on about all of that, but got to make the most of it, as I always do. So yeah, I've ended up parking here, which is actually quite a funny place. Had a little cafe here, there's some toilets and there is some bins, so I just got rid of my bins. Just been chilling really. But yeah, I'm going to head off. I need to go to the butcher's and get some meat as I'm out of food, and then I'm going to head off to this Malham lake, which is, like I said, going to be the highest lake in Europe, freshwater lake, one of them anyway. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll be on the adventure. Right, so I've just been in Skipton town and restocked. So I've just got some meat, some veg, rice and a couple of snacks, so I'm all good to go back into the wilderness. The sun is kind of out, so yeah, let's go to Malham Lake, see what's going on. Alright, so yeah, I've just come up to Malham. So yeah, there's a few things around here, so I'm just going to do like a little explore around Malham area, Craven district, and we'll just see what's about. But yeah, it's a nice day for it today, so I'll get some footage of the area. So I've just seen a sign for Janet's Foss. So yeah, I've been here before, about last month, but I haven't actually filmed or documented it. So Janet Foss is a really awesome waterfall, but it's apparently only a mile's walk away from where my van is parked. So I'm going to go walk that and show you that waterfall while I'm here. Okay, so here we are. We're at Janet's Foss. So yeah, I came here about a month ago, and I didn't come this way. So it's been a lovely little hike actually. There we go, Janet's Foss. So yeah, again, it's running a lot more than it was last month that I was here. So yeah, there's actually a cave in there which you can go behind, which apparently has there's like a little elf, or Janet I think, hides behind there. So there's like a real nice little mossy cave. So as you can see now, you can't get in there at all. So yeah, it's flowing a lot more today. But that is Janet's Foss. So there is a bit of Janet's Foss. So yeah, just rambling today. I was actually going to go somewhere else. We'll see if I can fit it in today. But I've just done this mile walk to Janet's Foss. But I've been here last month, as I was saying. So there's some other bits we're going to have a look at. So I'm just going to keep on going and see where we get to today. So yeah, just down here is Gordale Scar, which is a amazing little bit of cavern. It kind of wiggles through. And at the end there is a sort of rock climbing part. But I'm going to go see it because I'm here. It's only a little walk down here. So we'll go and do a bit of Gordale Scar. And then I'll probably turn back and go back to Malham. And we'll go from there. So yeah, I'm just walking down to Gordale Scar. I'm kind of in Gordale Scar, but it's yeah, it's a beautiful place. Look, it's got this kind of big escape. There's a real nice rock climbing walk back and a crazy waterfall. But I'll probably end up climbing up it for the footage. A beautiful day. Epic indeed. So here's the end of the Gordale Scar, which ends up being into this massive rock formation, which a lot of rock climbers climb. Last time I was here, there were some rock climbers up there. So yeah, there's also this mad waterfall over this edge here, and I'm going to climb up it. So here is the waterfall. Comes all the way down. Amazing view. Yeah, I'm going to try and climb up it. Alright, yeah, it's running quite a lot, so it's very wet. So I'm going to try and climb up, but it does get a bit precarious. We'll see what we can do. Right, so I'm at the top. I managed to get up quite hard actually. It's raining a lot more water. So I managed to get up here. But it's worth a view. You end up getting all this. Comes from goes all the way down. Yeah, it's just flowing all the way down there. A bit of a climb, so I'm up here now. So I'm going to keep going up and go right up, and then I'll get a good view from up the top. Okay, so getting away from the waterfalls, and I'm going to try and climb up to the top. And show you the view up there, basically. Here's a lovely little climb along that waterfall. This bit's a bit steep too, but one step at a time, and you'll get up there in the end. Right, a little bit wet from that, but I'm just going to have a little rest. Just going to have a little drink. I just climbed up there. Everyone was looking at me. I seem to be the only one who can get up there. It is quite wet, but it's fine. It's really good. We do get to a kind of a bit of a staircase as we get into the top. So yeah, this will look over all of that kind of rock climbing cave. The interesting part is going to be getting back down that really wet waterfall. So see if I make it or not. So yeah, this is where the waterfall comes from, and obviously goes round the back there, and that's what's shooting out from earlier, you saw. That's it for me there. So yeah, that's Gordale Scar from the top. So I can either go down the waterfall end, or I've just met a hiker who said I can carry on going, and it's 2-mile trek over the other way back to Malham, which is where I'm parked. So I might just do the safer option this time, and just also haven't been that way, so might as well see what's over there. Right, so yeah, I'm also on the top of these cliffs that I was just at, as you saw. So it's nice and flat. But yeah, I thought I'd get my feet out, just do a bit of grounding. It's just so important to ground yourself. No one does it anymore. Much positive ions that generate in your body, and the earth naturally grounds it, because you have like the ionosphere, which is up in the sky, which is kind of northern light stuff. That's the positive ions, and you have the negative ions in the ground. So humans walking on the earth naturally grounds us and earths us, if you know a little bit about electricity. But the problem is we invented shoes and rubber, and it isolates it, so it cuts you off from the connection. And the worst thing is now we have all this EMF, wireless, and we're always constantly holding phones, so we build up a lot of positive ions in our body, static, but we have nowhere to ground it. So yeah, whenever you can, and even if it's 20 minutes a day, try put your feet on the grass or sand or somewhere, just to try and get a bit of that off, especially if you're feeling like anxiety, high energy, a bit too much for everything. Go and ground yourself. And if you can get into a stream in the sunshine with your feet out, you're literally winning, which is kind of funny, what we used to do in the old days. But yeah, just a little one there. Feet out! Ooh, it's decision time. You see, there's some interesting flat rocks here. If you see these flat rocks that go along like this, it's kind of like a platform. But yeah, there is Malham Cove. So basically you can get to the top, and there's certain rocks there, but there's some famous things have happened there, like the Harry Potter scene. They were on top of these kind of flat rocks at some point. So yeah, at the moment I'm currently going to Malham Tarn, which is basically the lake that I was going to go to in the first place. So I've gone a roundabout way, but I can basically do a big loop and get to the lake, and also turn back round and then go over Malham Cove, and then also circle back to the town to my van. So as always, probably going to do too much, but life's to live in, eh? Yeah, it's a bit of a boot. Well, with no boots on, to get to this lake, but sod it, you know. I'm on the path, so it's 3 o'clock as well, so you know, I can squeeze that in, make it a day, and do it all in one foul swoop. Okay, so I was off to the beaten path for a while, but I just found the track, and now I've come to the entrance of Malham Tarn estate, which is basically where this freshwater lake is. I just spoke to local, he's just walking off there, and he says that you can get round the lake, do a big loop, and then you can kind of find a road, and then get you down to the cove, and then on the way to the town back. So I'm going to try and do it, but it goes round here, apparently round, and then he said I've got to go into some scrubland here, and then there's a way back round, and then down, and then we'll see, basically. I always like to just do it, because it would make a kind of good day, and I'll get back for the evening, for some nice supper, and then that's the end of it. There's actually so much raspberry leaf here and raspberries. A bit slow on the uptake though because of the weather we've had. They're not growing great. But the leaves, I actually use that as well. You can use that for natural herbal tobacco. Raspberry leaf's really good. Yeah, native Indians used to use raspberry leaf as like a base. So I always use like 60% of it being raspberry leaf, and then you can use like Damiana and like some kind of flavour, like a high note, mint or lemon balm. That's my kind of, if I ever have a natural tobacco, that's the one I go for. There's absolutely loads of it all the way along this walk. Wow, there's deer everywhere. Just scared the shit out of me. As you can imagine, because they just run as they heard me coming. Didn't expect to see me. So yeah, I'm just going into the sort of private lands of this mansion. Right, so that's a bit random. I was in a bit of a bush. Now I've just found this secret path that kind of goes underneath, next to this mansion. So I think it goes the way I need to go. So let's keep on going. Hello, you. Beautiful. Wow. Hello. Right, so yeah. So behind me over there is the lake. So I'm actually going round now. I've got 3 miles back to the Malham Town, but there's a cove along the way, so I'm going to nip in and get to the cove. We'll get some shots of that and get back to the campervan, and job done. He's bloody got his head stuck, hasn't he? Oh. It's alright. I'm going to have to help this guy, aren't I? It's okay. I picked up a sign, Malham Cove. Hour and a half? A mile and a half away. So, beautiful walk though. Really nice. Lovely. As always, very open expanse. And beautiful. But yeah, I've done so that was over there is the lake. We'll loop around and now get to the cove and back to Malham. So I've actually done more than I thought I'd do today. Obviously I was going to go to the cove and the lake, so I've ended up throwing in Janet Foss and Scar as well, so it's all in there as always. Land of the moors. Hello. Hello, land of the moors. You don't have to stand. So yeah, this bit's gone a bit, it's quite wild. but I think I'm getting near it. I kind of haven't got GPS, so I'm just using the old-fashioned signposts and a bit of hope. But I feel like I'm getting somewhere, so let's see. I've also got 10% battery, so I'll just try and get that cove in before we get back to the town. Well, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Well, I'm here. Obviously seems to be a big drop because I've gone on the top of Malham Cove. I think most people actually go to the bottom and look up at the lime, because I think it's actually a sheer drop face. So I'm coming from the top side, so I'm probably going to be standing on top of it looking down. But yeah, must be people use it as a place to exit this realm. So I will tip my hat to them guys. Okay, so that was Yorkshire Cove. It's just starting to rain, so I'm going to get back and get back to the actual town. So for now, that's the deal. So there's a lot of this platform, they say, but yeah, apparently this is where the old Harry Potter had a scene up here, if you can remember it. I can't remember it, to be honest, but yeah, it was filmed up here as well. Kind of crazy. Right, so I'm getting to the base, so I'm about to get the view from the bottom. But it's a cool little, it's a cool place. It's insane. Look at that. Nice little stream running over it as well. One last adventure. So I'm at the base of the cove. I'm just trying to walk in there a little bit more. It's amazing. Absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. And there we are. The base. There's actually some rock climbers there, as I could have imagined. Serious wall. Well, there we are. I think my battery's about to die, so that's the end of it. So I managed to do Janet Foss, Gordale Scar, and the Cove, doing it all today. So anyway, that's the end of that. I'll do it from here. I was going to go back now, get back to the van and make some tea. Toodle pips.